We really didn't know each other before. We'd met a couple of times. We'd had some kind of close calls in terms of perhaps working together. And we have a bunch of mutual girlfriends in common, so it's strange that we didn't know each other. But
Yeah.
we met on this movie. We had 5 days to rehearse, and then we just jumped right in. But I have to say, I mean, I begged Drew to do the movie, and I mean, she's the most grounded, she's the best friend. If you're going to have an ideal best friend, this is the lady, right? She emanates warmth. She's the ultimate girl's girl, and she's, well, actually more kind of grounded and Jess-like than I knew. So it was really easy, like oddly easy, and it just got better and better. And I think it informs the film in a really authentic way. I think you can feel the love bouncing off us.
I think female friendship chemistry is not possible to fake. I think you could pretend to be in love with people and kind of pull tools from your arsenal to like sell romance, but with friendship, it's either there or it isn't.
You get each other or you don't.
And we got lucky that we loved each other so much right off the bat, and the more we got to know each other, the more fun we had, the more fun we...
It just made the experience so much fun, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it was really a complete joy.
And it was very much in keeping with the director, Catherine Hardwicke's vision of, like, not breaking down and crying all the time and making this a heavy piece. Like, these girls, these women, you know, have each other's backs. They laugh. They're honest with each other. They go through tough times, but they're strong and they're nurturing of each other. And there's just such an authentic female friendship, you know, set in, you know, life, death, and everything in between as far as, you know, what these women go through. And I really think that this is a love story at the end of the day. And although it's a platonic love story, as Toni said, there's something to take away from this film, no matter what your circumstances are, because love is love. And the way that women also can love each other is really extraordinary.
Catherine and I spent a lot of time traveling around London, meeting lots of people who were very generous with their time and were very open to talking about their experiences because they were eager to have something realistic portrayed on screen. So I spent time with people who had cancer, who were in treatment, some people who'd beaten it, some family members, and all kinds of medical experts. And I think it really, really helped. I've had a couple of people that I'm close to battling cancer, and I realised when I came to do research on this movie that it's so personal, and even though they were somewhat open and I felt like I was there for them, you don't know what that person is really going through. So it was very enlightening for me to do this. And I hope I've honoured the experience in some way.
Someone who makes you laugh, someone who kicks your butt when you get off course.
Honesty.
Someone you can utterly be yourself with.
Someone you can eat like a pig with.
Yeah.
Birth in front of.
Yeah.
Borrow things, kind of make a hole in a dress and give it back and still be loved for
as
it.
At ease as when you're alone, but you're even happier because you're with them.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking that this morning, but you've just articulated it perfectly.
All right.
I think it's about acceptance in all forms, in all guises of who you are and possibly will be, who you have been, the ugliest, the most beautiful, the most flawed. It's just an acceptance of all of it, and that you feel free to be who you are. You know, I think most people feel a little angsty around others, like they need... We're kind of all very transformative and changeable in that we change when we, you know, kind of reflect the situations we're in, and when you're with a really good buddy, you can drop all that.
Yeah. It's so different than an intimate relationship, too, or the relationship you have with your children. It's just one of the most profound things you'll ever get to experience in your life if you're so lucky, a lifelong girlfriend.
She's a true artist.
Catherine's a badass.
She made it so much fun every day. She surprised me. Every day was, you know, you kind of somewhat prepared. You understand the parameters of what you're doing, and she would take it even further. And that was so exciting for me.
She also just had a diligence and a tone that she really wanted to pull off with this movie, and it's such a tough subject matter to tackle, and yet between Morwenna, who wrote the script, and Catherine, who directed it, it is just handled in this unique and shockingly surprising way. And I love how important it was for Catherine to not have people breaking down and being weak and weepy. It's strong. It's a celebration of life. It's funny. It's real. But it's very loving and never shies away from the beauty and the nurturing of what these women do for each other. And that is a hard thing to pull off.
We are all human. We all share the planet. We all enjoy stories. We all need to be a part of stories, and we love them, especially because they reflect back towards us what it is to be human. There should be stories for all, men, women, children, and I'm very happy to be a part of this particular film. I think it's a really beautiful, important story about female friendship.
I think women's voices are so loud right now about what they need and want and desire and deserve. And it's always been women who have pioneered and paved the way to help us all have such blessed opportunities. And so I really appreciate what's happening right now. And people do pay attention when you're loud. And if you handle it gracefully, you can really accomplish so much. And I just feel like my whole life I've had so many good opportunities. So I love the fight, and I also really just want to be very grateful for what I have been able to do.